Okay, now we are talking about Sec 3 Express and NA GI on global tourism. Okay, our focus is on domestic tourism and it will be individual because we are not allowed to have group works / we are not allowed to go to Chinatown. Okay, so to avoid any problems, we will do individual, and the focus of the investigation is whether Singaporeans are interested in our domestic tourism and what are they interested in, okay, for our domestic tourism. Now, administrative matters first. Okay, these are all uploaded on our SLS. Okay, so if you look at your SLS later, I'll share with you guys. There is a NA document. There is also a Express document, and then they just upload their answers and their documents here. Okay, so when they upload the documents, either through SLS or if they feel that their document is too big, then they can send it out through WhatsApp, Dropbox, email, Google Classroom, and so on and so forth. Okay, as long as you receive the document, then I think should be fine. Okay, then for penalization marks, okay, so altogether is 25 marks. It can be a Microsoft Word. Okay, this one I will not be so picky. So either Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint or any other wording tools. And then if they are unable to submit on time without any valid reason, technical issues is not a valid reason. Okay, technical issues is something that they have to resolve beforehand. Okay, so if there's any so valid reason will be long-term MC. If they are under S station, I think actually under S station also can do work. Okay, because we'll be giving this in term 2, week 2, term 2, week 2. Okay, so if they are late by 3 days, then we will minus accordingly lah. Okay, then for this one, okay, I forgot what's the date, but it's in term 2, week 6. Okay, and then after they have to sign and then put their date. Okay, so it's an agreement that they have to follow this, and then you must tell them lah, it's actually our term 2 waiting for Sec 3 Express, NA, and Pure. Okay, so let me just briefly go through what is required for them. From term 2, week 2 to term 2, week 6, you can guide them as many as possible, as clear as possible, but you can also go through content. Okay, so the tourism gateway 1 and 2 lah, you can go through it if you do not want to touch so much on GI. Okay, what you can do is you can bring the laptops in, you can ask them to go to the computer lab, save it on RDMC, okay, whatever it is, but by week 6 must be done, must be completed. Okay, so the first task is always hypothesis. So what will be the secondary variable? What is the primary variable? Our primary variable is, of course, Singaporeans. That one cannot change because we are talking about Singaporeans liking domestic tourism. And what are the factors that may affect the increase and decrease of domestic tourism? Okay, so an example will be gourmet. So Singaporeans are attracted to domestic tourism due to the varieties of food in Singapore. Or Singaporeans are attracted to domestic tourism because of the historical aspect in Singapore. Okay, so all these are possible secondary variables and of course the possible hypothesis. Straightforward. Okay, now then they are supposed to find out real life examples, real life information about Singaporeans liking a particular aspect in domestic tourism. Okay, so when they are getting these sources, make sure that they summarize the source. Okay, just provide a short summary of each source. Okay, at least 100 words or less. Okay, maximum 100 words. Minimum 100 words. Sorry, not maximum. Minimum 100 words, 2 different sources, and then provide link in the source. Okay, And then after that, they are supposed to come out with a set of interview questions. Now, there is this interview question must be linked back to the hypothesis, whether they are interested in domestic tourism and what would be interesting for them to embark on domestic tourism. Okay, they can use Google survey. They want to use monkey survey monkey, whatever it is lah. Okay, as long as you use e-pedagogical survey. This one, all this is provided on StaffNet, the rubrics, so you can just refer. Okay. Then for data representation, very easy. From these 8 participants, they are supposed to come out with a proper submission. So if there are 8 questions, okay, so there will be 8 different data representation. Okay, again, because this is on Microsoft document or Excel, is very easy to do. Just put in the numbers. Okay, this is where you need to check with them. Okay, and last but not least, based on the results tabulated from data representation, then they are supposed to conclude whether the hypothesis mentioned above, okay, is valid or not valid. Okay, so it's a very straightforward GI, and all their answers must be typed out in this document. Okay, so just basically they will just type out here lah. One variable is history, is the cultural aspect of Singapore. Another variable, okay. So very simple lah, just type out. Okay. If you are still unsure on what to do, okay, please let me know. Then I will one-on-one tutor with you. Okay. So it's the express one. So the express one is for elective and pure. And then there is also an NA one for Darren and what is it called? Aaron. Okay. Okay. That's all I have. If you look at the StaffNet, there is also a rubric system, sample answers, so you can refer to that. Okay. Thank you very much, and I see you tomorrow, because today my mobility is affected. Bye bye.